Should you stay or move on? Tarot pick a card. Namaste, welcome to Easy Tarot, and we have three options for you guys. This reading is all about whether you should stay with the specific person or whether you should stay for the specific person you want or should you move on. Okay. Um, so pile number one is this. Pile number two. Pile number three. Let me show you pile number one once again. Pile number two. And here we go, pile number three. Choose with your intuition. If you need more time to pick the selection, here you go. You can pause the video, okay, if you want to. Let's start with pile number one. So those of you who have chosen this color pom-pom, we have pile number one for you. The messages are going to be whether you should stay or move on for this specific person. So before heading on to the messages, I want to ask a couple of messages as in who this specific person is. So it could be a twin flame soulmate, whoever it is, but let's see what is determined as in, from the cards, from the personality, for the personality. So right off the bat, we have two cards, Queen of Pentacles and Page of Swords. We are also taking certain messages for, the looks so that you know you are on the right path. And so, Queen of Pentacles might it okay. First of all, both of the cards are giving me some messages. You might be looking or you might be having feelings for someone who is a woman. You might have by the way, this might be you having crush, or I heard twin flame, so you might be in a twin flame journey. This might be a woman, this might be a man, it doesn't matter. One more thing I realized is the woman's and the man's age is different. So there is age differences or religional differences, personality differences. One person is very earthy. Okay, earth sign and air sign, that's like the major difference. One person is a very, kind, generous, very good in terms of career and all that stuff. The other person, on the contrary, is very quick, it's impulsive, a little bit of quick energy. It's not a bad thing, so that's why I don't like the word impulsive, to be very frank. They love to text, maneuver. They love to text and talk. Both of them might be okay. There is a little bit complexion difference as well. One is fair, one may be black or brown. Yeah, there's a lot of differences that I can see. It's almost like opposites attract, and both of you like different things. Both of you have experienced different things in the past. One thing that gives like major gossip, because I just heard like a lot of people might be talking about you. If not, it's okay. Not That's not the message for everyone. But one of the thing that is like the hot topic is how the woman is elder than that of the male, and that is like creating a lot of disturbances in both of your head mainly. That how come we can be together? when there are so many differences. Also, you both love each other. Okay, it's not that one person is in love and other person is not. One person is directed towards the other things. Okay, when I see these messages, um, let's see the body language. One person is looking straight, the other person is looking straight, but the other person is like also kind of, it looks like they are pointing towards the other direction. It's the message that they want to go to the other direction. They are talking about things. And maybe if you are in a relationship, you might be having a lot of talks or fights, as in how I don't think this is going to work out. I think I should move on. I think you should move on. You're great, and all that stuff. One of the things that might happen in this dynamic of relationship is a little bit of self-esteem issues. The other person is amazing, they are so good in terms of finances, I should keep up to them, or I should prove myself worthy, or I should be, up to their standards. That's the thought one might think about when having in this relationship dynamic. Hmm. I have also seen one vision, as in some of you stare at each other a lot. So it is not that you are completely in no contact situation. And yes, I do sense some of the no contact here. It's just that two people like each other and there's nothing going on as per the energy. So yeah, either you are in no contact or you are having crush on each other or something. But there is a lot of staring at each other. One might be also Asian. I don't know why. I just sense that. You might be staring at each other. One person has this silky hair. I don't know why I sense that, but it is true. Okay. Now, going for the looks. If one person is shy, the other person is confident. So here we have both of the messages. You can see it, right? One is shy, other is confident. Or this could also represent, just because this is in the bottom of the deck, the shy card is in the bottom of the deck. So it might also represent that you both are confident in terms of showing off, as in terms of socializing, in terms of talking to each other or anything like that. But when it comes to being alone, you both know how shy you were. You both know how less confident you were. That's the energy. Or maybe it's your energy, pile number one. Okay. Okay. So other looks or other things that I can see is some of you have light colored hair, or maybe your hair is, becoming grayish or something. For some of you, I'm getting that message. Um, you or them might be wearing modern clothes. You or them might be having piercing. So these are the three messages I received for you guys. So let's see. What did they think about you? What did they feel about you? Hmm. While shuffling the cards, I had a glimpse of the star that just make me think that someone is thinking that the other person is a blessing. Okay, just because the cards are not here yet, so I cannot say that it is their message for you. It might be you who is feeling that they are the blessing in your life as well. Mhm. Let's see what the cards are representing. Three of Swords, King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and Two of Cups. Okay, this is giving me the whole picture. So, as I said earlier, um, if you are someone who is Queen of Pentacles, and then your person might be saying something like, "Hey, I think we should move on. We should go on our direction. You would get someone who you deserve, and all that stuff." So I just see the Page of Sword person talking these things to Queen of Pentacles, and that's how Page of Sword is actually thinking about you. Um, they mainly think about, this is a dead end, this is a heartbreak, there's nothing good coming out of this. I don't think I should stay. There's someone who is saying that. Um, I don't know. This also sounds like a sacrificial, you know, either it is a sacrificial love, which is like they are saying, you will get someone you deserve, and I want every happiness for you. So that's the love the other person is feeling for you, because I am sensing a lot of messages from the Page of Sword person. Or it might be that, by the way, if you are someone who resonate with Queen of Pentacles, who will see the cards for you as well. Don't worry. But let me just say these messages first. So, either this is like the sacrificial love, as I said, or this is something where the other person is not quite having the self esteem, and they think that for you, like, they keep you on a pedestal. They think that for you, you deserve someone who can, who is equal to you, not who is less than you. That is me. So that's how they think. What they do not understand, however, is that love is not about status. It's not about, who deserves who, or who is best for whom. Love is, emotional. It's hard. It's unconditional. It doesn't have to be, about types or about status or about anything else. That's what the Page of Sword do not understand. Um, So, yeah, whatever that is, Page of Sword is telling the Queen of Pentacles that you have someone you deserve, and I want you to go get married to that person who you deserve. And maybe you, as a Queen of Pentacles, who have, different options in your life. Maybe you have Page of Sword as an option and also King of Pentacles as an option. And that's the reason Page of Pentacles is kind of pushing you for your betterment. And they think that you would be more happy with someone else. For them, that is justice. Okay, if you know what is the card of Two of Cups in traditional tarot, it's like one person giving their cup to the other person, and then the other person giving their cup to the first person. That's what the card is representing. That's what the drawing is representing. So what that means is, you are giving me a lot more than I can provide to you. We are different in terms of taste, in terms of likes and dislikes, and I cannot give you what you deserve. And what you deserve could be only provided by someone who is like you. And I want someone for you who is like you. And that's what Two of Cups is representing. Like, I want someone who can give you what you want, and that's how you will be happy with them. That's what Page of Sword thinks about, Queen of Pentacles. Now let's see what does Queen of Pentacles thinks about Page of Sword. hmm Queen of Pentacles feels like they are head over heels in love with Page of Swords. Not that Page of Swords is not. Just the thing is, Queen of Pentacles is trying really hard to be in a relationship, to keep this relationship happy, to do everything for this person. And also, Queen of Pentacles is really, really down to earth and generous. They are someone who is, who will be with them, who will be with the other person no matter what, no matter your difficult times or whatever. And for some reason, I have just channeled, uh, I don't know whether I should say this name. I have channeled Jake Ducey and Ashley Ducey, I guess. The name of, I don't remember. But yeah, Jake Ducey and his wife, right? Ashley Ducey. So one thing that I just channeled right now is how she is someone who would, help her husband in the darkest times. And that's the energy I'm receiving from the Queen of Pentacles. It's more like they are willing to give everything to the Page of Swords, no matter what. And for them, and for Queen of Pentacles, Page of Sword themselves is not a bad person. Page of Sword themselves is just having a difficult time. It's just about time. They just have to go through with it, and once they are fine, once the life is, getting together, and once everything is working out, everything will be fine. That's what Queen of Pentacles is thinking about Page of Sword. You know what I mean? Um, as per Queen, the Page of Sword is amazing. Just the time is difficult for the Page of Sword. Yeah, they just need a little bit of motivation. That's what. That's why there is a lot of wands over here. The Queen is trying to motivate the page. They are trying to give the backbone for the page. So far, for some reason, the Queen of Pentacles believe that they are single in the bottom of the deck. Also, it might be like genuinely single or wonderful. Or maybe it might be that they are, it feels like they are separating with each other. That's what the feeling is like. It's very strong. What does the Queen of Pentacles think about Page of Swords? There was one message. Yep. Two. Yeah. So, Queen of Pentacles is quite adamant about Page of Swords, I'd say. Um, Maybe that's not the right word, but that's the word I channeled. Queen of Sword wants everything with Page of Sword. Sorry, Queen of Pentacles wants everything with Page of Sword. They want marriage, they want commitment, they want, a happy life, they want to be introduced by the parents and all that stuff. So they are quite serious, and their head is not, you know, confused as in whether they want to get married or not. Their head is very clear, and and I don't know whether this is the problem, but I was about to say, and the problem is, but maybe this is not a problem. This is just the difference of opinion. And the thing is, for Page of Sword, they are also very clear, as in, it's just, okay, just a moment. They are also very clear in their head that this is not the right connection. But their heart is in a different place. Their heart is saying that, you know, I don't know. I feel so different about this person's energy. It's like I'm almost having goosebumps when I'm talking about them. Page of Sword. Um, it's kind of sad, it's kind of sacrificial, but it's definitely love. It's coming from, they thoroughly believe that this is not right. That's what they are like. And the reason why there is clarity over here for Queen of Pentacles is simple. Like their heart and their mind is not fighting with each other. Their heart is like, I love him or her, um, or they, I don't know, I love them. Okay. And also their mind is like, I want them and I will just be with them. There's no conflicting energy. um, but for a Page of Sword, there is a conflicting energy. And interestingly enough, the starting card is saying a lot, that you both have gone through so many things. Okay, so of course I don't know what was your backstory, but the reason there's three of sword here, you both were heartbroken at some point. You both had is you both had to work a lot, and you both went through bad situation together. Maybe a lot of fighting, maybe a lot of argument. I don't know, but you guys know what I'm talking about, and that's where you both are thinking from. When Page of Sword is like, okay, this is a dead end. That's what they think about this. Then the Queen of Pentacles is like, this doesn't have to be a dead end. This just has to be a phase of life. Everything has a circle, right? Good, bad, or let's just say life is a circle. Everything changes, and that's what it is. And for some reason, I just channeled the time of the Wheel of Time, Amazon Prime. So even there's this message that the wheel doesn't spare you. Wheel keeps turning and time keeps changing. That's what the energy is of Queen of Pentacles. It's like time changes, and there's nothing wrong about this. For some reason, Page of Swords is thinking that Queen of Pentacles is better when she is protected against Page of Swords. Like if Page of Sword is not contacting them, if because the bubble is a representation of protection, protection from everything. And yeah, that's what it is. That's what they think. And all in all, Queen of Pentacles is adamant about this is just a phase of life. You are just stuck right now. It's okay. We are just stuck right now. We are going through a difficult time. It doesn't have to be forever. And I love this energy, to be very frank. Um, and Queen of Pentacles is trying to be hero in this situation, to be very like the card hero is representing the real heroic act, as in trying to, you know, maybe fix things. If you are if you are Queen of Pentacles, I wanted to take an advice for you, and if you're a Page of Sword, I want to take an advice for you both. Okay. For Queen, I'm getting the advice from the traditional tarot, and for King, I'm getting the advice from French tarot. Okay, so something tells me that you are kind of burned out, Queen of Pentacles. You are not able to keep up, right? Obviously, Ten of Wands is the energy, and you are also confused, as in what you want, what do you need, why is it not happening, and all that stuff. There's a lot of questions that come into your head, and that is so understandable. What angels want you to do is just give up the situation for now. Okay, just a moment. Okay, there are a lot of troubles in your life. Okay, give up the situation for now, as in don't think about the situation, not like break up altogether, right? Don't think a lot about the situation, because the Chariot tells me that there is a lot of personal growth, personal things into your life. Like maybe it's your career, maybe it's something is affecting this thing. Okay, something is been affected because of this thoughts that you are having about this person, because you're trying to keep all of this together. Don't do that for now. Just keep up your life, just go with your life. Just do what you need to do right now, right? um and later on, when everything is settled down, when the storm is gone, just you will know in your intuition when that time is. Just calm down and think for yourself, as in what motivates you. Okay, I want to clarify whether you are in a twin flame journey. So I have written some chits over here. Okay, For those of you who are not in twin flame journey, this might be your soulmate as well. Heal your separation within to heal your separation without. That is so important, and that's what I was receiving from this two of wands over here. Think about who you are. Think about what motivates you. Did you know your soul is divine opposite gender? Wonderful. Okay. So there are like some facts that I have written about, twin flames in the chats, and half of the facts are saying that this is not your twin flame, this is the sign that they are your false twin flame, and half of the twin flame facts are saying that this is your true twin flame and what you can do to heal yourself or whatever. Okay, you got it. So I was receiving the message over here. Even if you do not believe in this person being your twin flame, this message represents to think about yourself first. Okay, this is going to help you either which ways, whether you are in twin flame, whether you are not, it doesn't matter. Who am I? What motivates me? What makes me happy? And all that stuff. One thing I had in my vision right now was the secrets. So the documentation, I have only watched the documentary about the secrets. In that, there was one of the issue that one lady was having was how her husband was going out having fun and she was getting depressed and lonely and not happy, and she wanted more interaction with the person, and she did something, but what she did was not, you know have him back or talk to him or fight with him or prove him that she needs him. But what she did was she just went out, focused on what makes her life makes her happy. She went to the party, girls out, and all that stuff. And naturally, her life was in order again. This is what affects everyone. If you are someone who believes in the secrets or um, Bob Proctor, there is this man whose name is Earl Nightingale, I guess, and he said something like this as well. How we treat with ourselves is how our relationship is. And there are one more YouTube self-help video that I've watched long time ago was one lady talking about cut if I don't give myself a piece of cake, that I'm also not giving a piece of cake to other person. So it's like the same thing is happening in our life. Like how I treat with myself, whether I respect me, is how my relationship is going to reflect. If you don't get me, it's okay, no problem. It's just like the universal work. It's energy based work, it's manifestation based work. All in all, once we are, happy, once I am happy, once I am motivated, once I am, clear, once I'm having a clarity in my head, and once I am like hopeful, once I am faithful, naturally the relationship dynamic, for example my partner and my dynamic in the relationship would change to a positive direction. It's all about how I heal first, and then everything heals naturally. So you don't have to do anything, just heal yourself. Just think about, who am I? Why am I confused? What are the thoughts that I have overnight? Because I think that you are someone who is having trouble sleeping because this relationship is kind of stressing you a little bit. You are thinking about how to keep this up, and why are you afraid? Just maybe do the shadow work, do the reflection. Self reflection is a good thing that would help you a lot, and follow that. Follow your heart, whatever your heart has said to you. Like for example, I just want to get out, I just don't want to do so much for this person or for this relationship right now. I'm tired. If you're tired, just let go. Okay, just trust your heart. Whatever your heart tells you, follow that. Okay. Okay, for the Page of Sword, what is the advice for you guys? Three of Wands, wonderful. It is summing it up. You don't need any other advice, Page of Swords. So, you're having the worst fear ever, which is like, what if that person is not worthy of me? What if, and I understand, okay, we are not judging anyone here. I understand it completely. And what angels are doing is acknowledging you. Okay, even angels understand you, right? Angels are here with us, they are here for us. They are understanding about, yes, you are right, maybe they deserve someone better, but also maybe they deserve you. Okay, so whatever your worst fear is in your head, that is not the only reality, only possible future that will happen. You know what I mean? So maybe they are not happy with me. Maybe they are too. Maybe they will not be happy with me. Yes, sure, that's true. But also, maybe they will be happy with me. Keep that possibility open. Try to keep that possibility open. If you feel like, walking away because there is this aeroplane over here, just like indicating a travel, just going somewhere, traveling. Maybe you want to travel back to this person, whatever it is. And also, this Knight of Sword is representing traveling. And when we say Knight of Sword in terms of traveling, we do say that Knight of Sword represents airplane a lot because it is an air energy. So, what does this mean? And also, it might represent communication. So, if you want to communicate to this person, you feel free to do so. Okay. So, the worst fear is not untrue. It is still true, but also it's not just the truth. And also, if you feel like traveling to anywhere, taking a break, going out, doing something, go for it. Yes, say yourself yes. Allow yourself to do whatever you want. Okay, so do you understand what is happening here in this dynamic? There is something called um, I. Okay, there's something called runner and chaser, right? This person over here, Page of Sword, is kind of trying to run away. They cannot because their heart is someplace else. So as long as heart is having a fight with the mind, even if you are running away, you cannot run away completely. Versus the person over here, which is Queen of Pentacles, is kind of trying hard to make this work. It's kind of like a chasing energy, but I wouldn't say chasing. Um, I don't know. So what the imbalance, if I could say what is the imbalance, one person, Queen of Pentacles, is like too much hopeful, or I wouldn't say hope because there's nothing called too much in terms of hope. um, the page sorry, the Queen of Pentacles is kind of a little bit too much patient, too much tolerant, too much waiting for the grass to begin green again, too much waiting for a good sign. You know, there's like waiting is a good thing, patience is a good thing, tolerance is a good thing. But when we do it a lot, we become exhausted, we become drained after some time. That's the energy I'm receiving over here. And for Page of Sword, it's quite the opposite. It's like almost given up. Okay, I give up. I'm going out of the picture because I can almost see you with someone else being happy. What am I supposed to do over here? You know, keep the future like open. And what angels are telling you, as in the advice, is like, hey, Queen of Pentacles, be hopeless. Hey, Page of Sword, be hopeful. Be, even if you're not able to be hopeful. Just keep an open mind, as in, like, yes, what I'm thinking might be the possible future, but what I'm not thinking might also be the possible future. We never know. We never know. That's the attitude the angel wants you to have. Let me see if there's any other advice for Page of Sword. And by the way, if you are Page of Sword and the other and if your person is already in relationship with the other person, we can see how you're thinking the relationship is like. You think that they are queen, they have got your queen, they have got their king, and they could be the most happy person ever, and I shouldn't contact them because that would be just a heartbreak, you know. And there's nothing wrong about that, okay? We all understand everything over here because ultimately you are not the only one watching. Pile number one, there would be a lot of people, and there will be a lot of people understanding you as well. So I understand you, a lot of people from here understands you, so do not worry about anything. Any other advice for Page of Sword, Guardian Angel? Did any card come up? Yep. Expect a bright future, dear. um okay, the reason, actually this message says it, the reason why I didn't verbalize it was, it might be a little bit difficult. Maybe manifest this, maybe expect that you deserve abundance. You know what I mean? You deserve everything. You deserve, um also surround yourself with abundance, like good happy quotes, affirmation quotes, in terms of like fridge or something, you know like have affirmation quotes as an image, and then photo frame that, and then wallpaper as, sorry, yeah, you can also have it as a wallpaper or something. But that would make you happy, you know what I mean? Believe that you deserve the blessings that you have and that you will have. Sorry. And that you had too, in the past you had this amazing relationship, it almost feels like a blessing, and I deserve it. Just say that to yourself. Just believe that about yourself. Why don't you deserve it? You deserve everything. You are God's son or daughter, or you're God's child. You know what I mean? As God's child, you deserve everything that God has created for you. You deserve an amazing, beautiful love. And you know what? Ace of Cups also represents, give yourself the love that you deserve. And trust me, when I'm reading the messages for Page of Sword, I am getting goosebumps, like, I don't know, a lot. Um, Understand that you are someone, accept yourself, or I would just say, accept God's love. You know, fill the cup of love. If you, I have listened to this term from Oprah Winfrey. She is not usually the one who is speaking about it, and she just have one video clip that she has spoken about it. But just, it's like we all have this cup of love. Fully fulfill yourself, whatever you need, physically, emotionally, intellectually, right? Sometimes we need to have clarity. So what do? We think about stuffs, and then we try to, bring clarity to ourselves. If I have questions, I want to get answers, and I search for answers, and I am fulfilled intellectually. if I am sad, I accept myself being sad. I, be with myself and I try to listen to whatever I have to say, and then I am fulfilled emotionally. When I am sick or when I need something, I give myself the medicine that I need. I give myself the rest that I need, and I'm physically fulfilled. Fulfill yourself, give yourself the love. You should feel that, oh my God, I love myself. You should feel that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like how we feel that the other person loves us, right? Oh, they did so much for me. Oh, so sweet. Then we feel that, oh, they love me so much. And I know my oh was very awkward. But we feel that, right? That's how make yourself feel like that. Like pamper yourself. Say yourself that you love yourself. I don't know, whatever your love language is, show that love language for yourself. You need that. And I am a believer of self-love for everyone. So if you are an individual, no matter whether you have resonated with Page of Swords or Queen of Pentacles or none, give yourself that love. You deserve it. Let's see. I have one last advice and then we'll wrap this up. So, I don't know. The topic was whether you should stay or move on, and I just ended up giving you the insights of what they are thinking and what's actually the belief system. Okay. Bottom of the deck we have Scar, which is like everything has a good part and the bad part. The bad part is not the only one that defines us, but also everything defines us. And just because of the bad experiences that we had, you know what I mean? The scar over here is just looking so beautiful. You know what I mean? So the bad experiences are the reason that my life will be better and good in future. So in future, like if you by default end up, watching this reading again, what you will realize is, oh my God, if we didn't had that experience then our relationship wouldn't have been so beautiful now. That's what you would be saying once you come over here, again. Okay. And interdependent, which is like we as a human are interdependent. This is the concept I um, heard and I took from Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. What it means is we all need someone to just because we need someone. Okay, it's not like we are being dependent or we are being lonely, or like it's not a shallow thing. Okay, we need someone because we are social animals. We just I don't know, that's in our DNA. We want connection with people, and that's one of the needs that we have, right? So accept yourself with that needs. And yes, sure, we don't like to be dependent. And that doesn't mean that we have to be opposite of dependent, which is like totally independent, totally single, totally keeping ourselves in the pedestal, totally like being only like within me or being only single or all that stuff. That means that be interdependent, be independent, and also have a partner so that you can enjoy with your partner. That's it. Sometimes needing help is not bad. Even if you need help, you can. That doesn't mean that you are dependent. Okay, that's it. Um, this was the advice for both of you for your connection in general. Whoever needs to know more about this, you can watch or read the book Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. They have mentioned about interdependency, and I love that concept. I think everyone should know about that concept. So thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, you want a personal reading or something, you can let me know in the email ID I have, you know, said. It's in the description. Oh my god. Okay. Thank you. Namaste. Bye. So hello to those who have chosen pile number two. Um, if you haven't watched the introduction and pile number one, you can go forward and click the link which is given on the description. Let's start with the video. This video is about whether you should stay or move on, but this is the addition about what they are thinking, what is their intention, and basically what is whether they feel for you or not. And if that is the case, it's up to you, in other words, whether you want to stay or move on. Just a little disclaimer I want to put out there. If at all I give you a message saying that you can, stay or wait, if the message is saying that you have to wait, I don't want you to wait passively. You know what I mean? Like being single, not even giving chance to dating, or not giving importance to your friends or importance to yourself or anything. Don't do that. On the contrary, if you feel like dating, go on the dating world. If you are attracted to someone, go for them. Actively wait for this person. Like when this person do return back to you, they should feel it in your vibes that you were vibing all along. That should be the energy. Just make yourself proud. Okay, so for you guys, I'm using traditional tarot deck, and let's figure it out before starting the reading. Let's see whether um, who are you or who is your person. Okay, I'm doing it from both of your side, as in what you both are thinking for each other, so that you have a deeper understanding of everything. One person is a family man or family woman who believes a lot in family, who would do anything for the family, and that's just one of the messages I received. One of the person is someone who says I love you a lot. Okay. um okay. Hmm. Hmm. So that says one of your love language might be verbal affirmations. Maybe I love you a lot, maybe saying some compliments, maybe reassuring certain things to the other person. Although somehow I have a feeling that the love is distant. The feelings that you have for each other is kind of maybe fading away, because I just heard fading away in my messages. Maybe you both either are in no contact situation. That's the reason that you are, in your headspace a lot with King of Sword, or you are in the work environment. That's the reason you cannot act on your emotions right now. Or oh, confident isn't a verse. Okay, that's something. Okay. Or it might be that you have dealt with this person. Basically, the message what I'm receiving is that the romance part is kind of distance, whether you are together and then you are not romantic with each other, or whether you are away from each other and therefore you are not able to be romantic with each other. Whatever the case is, the romance is kind of in distance. Let's see what are the physical traits of the person. Yeah. For some of you, they might have beard and mustache, in other words, facial hair. Although it's a little surprising to see that they are body wise, their hair is not that much. So it might be your body or their body. Take it how it resonates. Some of you have piercing. It could be you or them. This is just the messages for confirmation that you are in the right fire. Some of you wear traditional clothes. Kind of one thing that is making me feel like this is like the connecting energy is both of you are not confident and shy, and if there is anything, it might be like fresh new love. Reason is you're not confident whether to make a move, and you are being shy about your feelings. What could it be other than the new love, right? Either which ways, you both find each other very attractive. You both find each other very hot. You want to get intimate with each other. Okay. Okay. Now, this was King of Sword was representing the connecting energy. So the connecting energy, as I said, it might be in the headspace. You are thinking a lot about this person. It could also represent that you are chatting a lot with this person. Chat energy is usually represented by the sword energy. And other than that, maybe you have met in a work environment. To move on for the personality of both of you, I have a feeling that one person's solar plexus chakra or root chakra is very strong, which is the 10 of Cups person. So this person is kind of, having a materialistic wealth, having dream job or dream car, dream, like they are kind of motivated to achieve something that is like grounded. Okay. Okay, the earth energy is standing out over here. So some of you might be earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Other than that, as I said, that this person's root chakra is strong, and also this person's solar plexus chakra is strong. That means that confidence is on the top of the world. Okay, they are confident. They are, I don't know, their confident oozes. They are vibing. They are optimistic. That's their personality trait. On the other side, another person is kind of spiritual. They are, this person's solar plexus is also strong. Okay. Solar plexus, and I have a feeling that this person's sacral chakra is also very strong. This person sees things in black and white, like literally there is black and then white over here, two pillars representing the two different dynamic of world. This person, the high priestess person, is kind of very very intuitive. Their third eye chakra might be the dominant chakra, or the crown chakra is dominant. They are spiritual, they might be psychic, their intuition is strong, they might be someone who get downloads from the god or angels. Okay. If one person, if the 10 of the differences is standing out very strongly, I'll tell you why. If 10 of Cups is someone who is open about who they are, who they will just share with you who they are okay to be, vulnerable. They bring happiness to others' life. On the contrary, the high priestess is someone who doesn't want certain things to be known by others. The high priestess might be either introverted, or the high priestess might be ambivert. Okay, it doesn't have to be. Have both of them can be an introvert as well. It's just the vibes and the energy I'm receiving. Some things are so close to the heart of high priestess, that the high priestess do not want that to be known by anyone. um, the high priestess is also very religious. The ten of cups person may be kind of opposite to that, which is they might not be religious, or they might be someone who have the belief system that anything is possible, anything is right, maybe there is god, maybe there is not. They are open to this idea. Yeah, but all in all, the energy wise, what I can sense is like very different energy. One is open, other is closed. One is optimistic, other is calculative. Okay, it's not pessimistic, it's calculative. One wants marriage, future, and like a bright. They dream about their future. Okay, they are very dreamy in that sense. On the contrary, the other is kind of like hidden. They kind of have a little bit of trust issues. Either that, or the high priestess person is someone who works as per the downloads, works as per the intuition. So they don't have like big plans. They are just following the downloads from the universe, from God, angels, and from they are working through or with the help of their intuition. The Ten of Cups person is, as I said, one of the person is a family person, family man. It doesn't have to be only Ten of Cups, but it is kind of leaning a lot towards Ten of Cups, because ultimately Ten of Cups is represented as family, right? And also the image is representing the same thing, husband and wife and two kids. So they might be someone who visualizes to have a good healthy family in future. In terms of health, the Ten of Cups person has seen some things um, related to physical health. Okay, so just bear with me if I'm switching it up a little bit, because some energy is coming from both the sides. um okay, but most of the energy which I'm receiving over here is Ten of Cups. Ten of Cups is one of the family member has had maybe a terminal disease or some type of disease, and they are kind of either trying to help them, or they understand what is the suffering of everyone. On the contrary, the high priestess person is someone who may have experienced mental traumas, or for some reason, when I'm seeing this high priestess over here, I also sense that their past was the tower. So they were the kind of a person who was optimistic, who had life, but now it's like they have met the tower. They understood that not everything could be planned, and they are now, walking the spiritual path. That's what I see. So it might have been something related to mental health, but if not, it doesn't have to be. Sometimes when any experiences wise, when I'm going through certain things, naturally I'll feel bad, because those are certain experience that pull me down, right? So that might be something that has happened with the high priestess. Yes, so this is the energy of the people, right? Whoever is involved in for pile number two. So this is you and your specific person. Which one is you? Which one is your specific person? You get to decide that. And let's move on to um, what your specific person thinks about you, what they feel about you, what are their intentions, what are their feelings, what do they want, right? For some of you, you are really questioning this thing, which is like, do they even want me? Do they want me back? That's what I heard right now. And yes, they want you back, because one channel song came in my head, which is Cher Lloyd, Want You Back song. I know everything is kind of revolving under the same message, but let's take more clarifier. What does the high priestess person think about? Or, oh, high priestess is not thinking about anything. High priestess is actually planning something. That's what I heard right now. What does the high priestess person feel about something is it feels like the high priestess is not quite ready. I don't know why, but it feels like there's just one barrier, one obstacle. Once that is removed, the high priestess will just, you know, come into the life of the ten of cups, right? See, as I was saying, this message, they need to, go away from this obstacle that is being stopping them. And once that is done, they will be all theirs. They will be all theirs. If you were not looking at the camera and then you were listening to the messages, so what I said was the high priestess person would be all of the ten of cups person. They will give them everything, like their time, their money, their feelings, their commitment, their thoughts, their everything. And thoughts, for some reason, is very, very important over here. Well, I'll tell you something. Both of the people are very different, but there's nothing um, like the difference is from the background, the experience, and oh my god, I just watched this one. I'll tell you what, this is also representing the difference between you both. If one person is guarded, right, and then the other person is open, that's exactly how it would feel for you both to come in a relationship. One person would be like influencing other person, or maybe if you are influencing other person, then the high priestess would be influencing ten of cups of how to keep certain things to yourself, and then the ten of cups would help open up the high priestess. The high priestess is planning the future, though though what they are doing right now is um, awakening their divine feminine, right? And divine feminine is something that every one of us have. It's not okay. Feminine energy is all about nurturing, caring, emotions, right? So when I accept myself to cry, when I accept my emotions and be vulnerable, when I am even ready to talk about who I am, or when I am caring about other person, and then I acknowledge and I'm compassionate, that I care for them, not that I'm you know um, saying stuffs to myself as in I shouldn't care for the other person. I'm not saying that. All I'm doing is accepting myself. I'm compassionate towards myself. I'm compassionate towards others naturally. And I'm in deep approval of my emotions and in connection with my emotions. That's what feminine energy is all about. Um, this feminine energy is also about self love, which is so important for both parties, which is male and female. So do not think about anything. There's no gender barrier over here. Just the thing is, one person is trying to connect to their emotions, for example, and then they are um, because feminine energy has a lot to do with it. It's not just about emotions, sometimes it's about self love too, right? A lot of things, in other words. So maybe they are just connecting with their emotions. So that's what's happening. And that's their plan of action, that's what they have executed. Maybe this is what their angels have told them to do. Whatever that is, this is what is happening. Huh. Mm, if you both were together in the past, or even if you are together right now, there's something that hurts the high priestess. Okay. And if you are the Ten of Cups person, I understand that you are also hurt, but right now we are taking the messages of High Priestess. We'll take your messages later on. Okay. It doesn't see, when I am hurt, it doesn't mean that the other person is not hurt. Sometimes I can be hurt and the other person can be hurt at the same time for different reasons or for same reasons. So whatever that is, they are kind of hurt about something, and maybe by connecting with that feminine energy, all they are doing is accepting themselves with the emotions of hurt and betrayal or something. And later on, they will let it go. But right now, in order to let go, right, what they are doing is they are building up the courage to talk to you. You understand why, right? Once you both confront to each other, once you both talk to each other, as in, like, I was hurt, you know, or they will soon call you for a coffee or something. Do not expect a relationship right away, because I'll tell you what's the deal over here. So they were hurt. Maybe they have a lot of questions they want to get answers for. They would call you. They would tell you to meet for a small amount of time, which is like for a walk or a coffee or anything. Once you both end up meeting, they express themselves, whatever they want to say, they ask questions, whatever they want to ask, then they move on, then they emotionally move on from those pain that were not serving them. And then they, you know with the Five of Cups, they are kind of accessing the truth, as in, like, what happened back then, what they are kind of acknowledging the pain that they went through. They are saying goodbye to the pain for the last time, and they are kind of a little bit ready for a new beginning. Okay, this Four of Cups is like very positive. Usually Four of Cups is kind of in traditional deck, Four of Cups is where where the person is only looking at the cups that they have, but this time this person looks like they might even, you know have a glance at the cup that has been offered to them. That, in other words, for the next mission, for the next, this almost feels like the guidance from angel. This cup is representing the guidance from the angel. So the high priestess person would be like, okay, now I completely let go of my pain. Now what? Then the guidance comes in, they accept that guidance, and then they work on it. This moreover feels like a new beginning in their terms. Like, they would have a new beginning with no emotional baggage of the past, with the Eight of Cups and Five of Cups over here, which is actually so nice, to be very frank. But as this is a general reading, I have to also let you guys know, either this new beginning would be like, they are thinking about a new life away from, everything. And even if they would have a potential relationship, they might have it with someone else. That might be the case. Or they would want to, dictate their life with their mind. That might be the case. Or they would want to focus on their career, or that might be also true that they want to come back to you. But whatever the guidance is, it's for everyone, it's different, okay? And some of you, if you are high priestess, if your person is high priestess, it doesn't matter, they are going to ask for the guidance from the universe. Like, universe, you guide me, you tell me what to do now. That's the energy, which is, I don't know, something gives me a lot of goosebumps over here. What does the Ten of Cups person thinks and feel about the High Priestess person? Okay, I'm channeling this song, which is Wolves by Selena Gomez. Maybe it is for some of you. Okay, I'll tell you something. The energy for Ten of Cups is quite intense. It's almost like they have never felt like this before. They do not know what to do with these feelings. That's what I'm sensing for the Ten of Cups over here. We have King of Cups, the Death, Four of Sword. Just a moment. Okay, I have arranged these cards: Four of Sword, Nine of Wands, Queen of Sword, the Hangman, Seven of Pentacles, and the Temperance. Quite a bit of overwhelming energy. And then the channel song, the lyrics which I had was, I've been to the dark side of the moon, something like that. So it almost makes me feel that they have not felt like this before. They almost feel that their personality is kind of 180-degree changed. They cannot recognize themselves when they look in the mirror. They kind of see your face everywhere. If you are high priestess, that is, um, you are reminded to this person, and they have genuine feelings for you. Yeah, it kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of a little bit sad when I'm, sensing this energy. It's almost like they are on the verge of being heartbroken, or maybe are heartbroken already. But definitely, I feel a little bit of hopelessness for this person. From this person, sorry. They are having hopelessness towards this relationship, but maybe it's the phase of life where they are feeling hopeless about everything. Okay. So what they feel about you is that if they were a guy, okay, if the Ten of Cups was a guy, they were the provider for this relationship. This is kind of, it feels like how they are bargaining to the world. Okay. Now, so if you don't know the process of grief, or I don't know, the letting go process. So there are 5 stages of letting go, right? Um, Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. It's almost, as I said earlier, it's almost feeling. Sorry, it almost feels like they are heartbroken. So maybe they will accept you know, their pain completely in the near future. Okay, whatever it is. Um, as this is a general reading, so maybe some of you might be in the depression stage. So take however it resonates, but this almost looks like future for this person. This is the future, not just their current feelings. So they were like, If I could say from this person's point of view, if I could say messages, I want to, because it's like too much for me. Okay, if I'm 10 of cups, what I'd say to the life for the high priestess, or what I think about the high priestess, what I'd say, dear world, I've been the provider for this woman. It almost feels like they are a guy, but if it is not the case, just wait for a minute. I'll collect the energy later on. Okay, I feel like I have provided to this woman, or I feel like I have been a good provider. I've given everything. I've shown my emotions. I was vulnerable. I've given my everything. I was there for everything whenever they needed me. But everything's ended all of a sudden, and I'm still not recover from it. I know I'm praying to you every day, and I'm trying to move on, but also trying to get that person back into my life. It feels like I'm hurt and I'm defensive, and I don't want the high priestess to come near me right now, because I don't want them to see me being this weak right now. I just hope that one day I'll have the courage to let them know that you are my queen and I'm your king. Till then, I just hope that I have an insight, that I have an understanding of why things happened, why things ended. Yours faithfully, I'm waiting for you, High Priestess. I'm waiting for you. It's a little bit tempting not to talk to you right now. Please come back to me. I know you are intuitive. I want you to have that intuition that I'm trying to talk to you, and I want you to come back to me. Okay. This was the message from them. The possible future is that, they would be a little bit stressed about all this thing. They would go into the depression period, or maybe they are already in there. They would just all of a sudden stop, you know having any emotions altogether, having any thoughts altogether. Even if they have thoughts about the high priestess, they will just shut themselves down because it just hurts too much. And just because they kind of received that kind of break from detachment, kind of energy from the thoughts of the high priestess, now they might again come back to this phase, which is like, thinking about this person once again. You know what I mean? The Ten of Cups will think about the High Priestess once again. But this time things are different, because this time they are not feeling weak, they are not feeling vulnerable, or they are not feeling like they were the victim of life. On the contrary, they would feel like the hangman, which is like they would have a little bit sense of understanding. Like, things are this way. This doesn't mean that um, um, I don't know. This is life. That's kind of understanding they would be having. This is life. This is what it is. This is my feelings. This is what it is. Yes, I'm stuck. This is what it is. I cannot do anything about it. And this doesn't mean that this has to be a bad news. This is just a news. That's how their thoughts will be. And for some reason, I have a feeling that they will wait for you, if you are a high priestess. If not, then the Ten of Cups person will wait for the high priestess. But the attitude of waiting is so different right now, that, you know, okay, either they would wait for the high priestess, as in there's two different possibility of future with the seven of pentacles over here. Let me just say the first one, which is like waiting for you. So while they are waiting for you, this time they would accept their feelings truly 100%. The message I received while I was touching this card was a channel I've seen long time ago about twin flames, where the woman was saying, she was a girl, where the girl was saying how surrendering means surrendering to the feeling of love. And she explains it very nicely. I just don't remember the name of the woman, so I cannot recommend that channel. But she said something like, "It's surrendering to the fact that I am in love. It's surrendering to the love that I have for this person. It's surrendering to the fact that yes, I will wait for this person throughout the time. Yes, I'm in love with this person. Yes, I will do anything for this person. Yes, I'm not moving on, and yes, I do not want to move on." That's the energy I'm receiving from the Seven of Pentacles. So when they would be waiting for the High Priestess, they would be waiting like with all their heart. They would be accepting themselves 100% with the feelings they have, with, being not able to move on from this person. It's not like not able to, it's like whatever this is the feeling of love, and the love is really sweet. So it doesn't have to be a bad thing. That's the awareness they will have right before this waiting period. And then they will wait, and naturally everything will go with the flow. Oh my God. Yeah. And most likely, I'm so sorry to let you know this, but most likely they would have a new beginning. It's not necessarily a bad thing, it's a good thing, to be very frank. It's like a new beginning in terms of, oh, by the way, if you would be reuniting with this person, and if you have learned from any other tarot's reading in the past, that if you would be coming together, the relationship dynamic would be very different. You would be very different. Your person would be very different. You know the communication you would have with this person would be very different. If that type of reading you have already had in the past, then this new beginning means that you would have a very new beginning in terms of this relationship. So this reunion would be very different, would be very wonderful, or in a good way. Okay, Ace of Pentacles, obviously, it's a good new beginning. Also, um, if at all this is not the reunion, any type of new beginning is like a wonderful news. It's a good news. Okay, yeah. So maybe you guys are in twin flame relationship. Start. So this is kind of the advice for the Ten of Cups person, as in start to grieve if you want to, start the moving on process if you want to, accept the present as it is, right? Yeah, right now maybe the Ten of Cups person is kind of in a denial, I'd say. It's because obviously, right? Oh, they'd come back. I don't want to, move on. That might be the energy of the Ten of um, Cups. They might also be trying to maybe message them, maybe tell them that, hey, or they might be playing some games, not games, and games is a negative word. They might be trying some tips and tricks from, dating coaches to gain the high priestess back. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just the thing is, sometimes some things are under our control and some things are not under our control. And what is not in our control is how the other person thinks about us, or how what the other person wants, what the other person chooses. It's about them. We cannot control it, we cannot manipulate it, no matter what. All the dating advices is for them who who just wants to present themselves very nicely, and then the other person is the one who would decide whether they want to be with you or not that you can make them decide that they want to be with you. That never happens. So angels are saying to the 10 of cups person, um, that you know what, just accept the situation as it is. Okay, especially 10 of cups if you are a woman, then because I heard woman, so if you are a woman, um, that's what angels want to tell you, that you know certain things are in your hand and certain things are not in your hand. Accept the present as it is. Okay, take care of yourself. Keep yourself the priority, as in like, what do you like, what do you dislike, give yourself what you need, right? And that was also kind of like the disclaimer I did in before this reading, as in even if you want to wait for this person, no matter, like, I'm not going to tell you whether you should wait or move on. The meaning of this message is to give you a clear understanding of what is happening behind the scenes, what you cannot understand. So it's up to you whether you want to wait, and if you choose to wait, do not wait passively. Wait, um you know wait in a good way. Wait while you are vibing. Do all the fun things, fun activities, go to the parties, go to meet your friends, give importance to your friends, to yourself, to your family, to movies. Go out for a date. For example, if you are a person who do not like to go out for a date alone, you like to go out for a date with your partner, then do something like that, which is like, give yourself what you need, and give yourself the love that you need. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Archangel, I have a feeling that Archangel Michael is in contact with you, High Priestess. And you guys know which angels are in contact with you. Um, you are in contact with some of the angels. You might have a gecko as in a pet, or you might be someone who is an animal lover, or maybe insect lover too. You might be someone who, don't like to um, uh, kill the insect or something like that. You might be having some sort of pet in your house. Yeah, see, there are three animals. Um, the angel of transformation. Okay, so, okay, there's one more. Let me just shuffle that. These are the advices I'm taking for the high priestess person. Closure. Wow. The high priestess person needs to have closure in their life. It's not that it is optional. If you knew that you wanted a closure, then this is like a confirmation. Yes, you can, go for the closure that you need. Hmm. Say what you need to say. Ask what you need to ask. Okay. There are certain messages from the Ten of Cups for you, which is for High Priestess. And I'm so sorry that I didn't receive any channel messages for Ten of Cups from the High Priestess. Okay. So, Ten of Cups actually miss how you smell, how you dress, um, and some of your lip balm, I guess. I don't know. That's one of the messages I received. And whenever you both end up, being in the same room, looking at each other, or even looking at each other's social media, when the person is watching your social media, they kind of feel their heart kind of softens. Yeah, that's what I felt right now. And then they have this tremendous amount of love in their heart, with all these heart over here. All they want is a future, where you both are together. They want to share about you to their parents. It's such a sweet one. And also kind of a little bit sad one because I can sense the energy of Ten of Cups a little bit sad. I don't know. Um, okay. High Priestess, I have to tell you this. Yes, this was a downfall. And yes, you need a closure. And yes, you can go for the closure that you need. You don't need to have a lot of courage for that. You just have to start. And the angel will be with you, and there will be a lot of spirit animals around to help you go through the process of grief and to the process of closure. And if you decide by default to not get the closure right now, yeah, sure, maybe procrastination would help, but something tells me that you would end up, not looking back ever. So just go for it and ask them to meet you, and then, ask the questions that you need to ask, say the things that you need to say, be true to yourself, okay? If like anyone is pitching that, oh, we should be together, and if you are not prepared, it is okay to not be prepared, okay? And you don't have to be sad because of who you are. Whoever you are, however different that might be from everyone else, this is still your strength. Your difference is your strength. Do not worry about that. Mother energy is guiding you. Yeah. Mother energy in terms of like, okay, there are some two messages I received. Mother energy, it could be goddesses energy, it could be Mother Earth energy, it could be anything. But mother's energy is guiding you. And also the other person, the feelings what High Priestess is having for the Ten of Cups is almost like, oh my god, they are attractive, they are like magnet to me. I get pulled by them almost, and I dream about being, romantic to them or romantic with them. And also one part is kind of hurt and feeling the heaviness and sadness that needs to be released, okay? Just accept yourself the way you are. I don't think that the feelings of attractiveness or feelings of love is going to fade away in order to gain closure. The feelings of sadness would also be there, and also the feelings of, you know love will also be there. That person associate both in your life. So this was the advice for you guys, which is the High Priestess. And this was the message, as in whether you should stay or move on, and what is happening behind the scenes, what is going to happen, likely future. And these are like the likely future, the last cards, and also what are they thinking and feeling and planning right now and all that stuff. So this was my way of giving you the messages. I hope it helped, okay? And if at all you have some more questions that you need to ask, you want to go for a personal reading, you can always email me in the email ID that is given in the description below. Okay, so do not worry about anything. Be confident in yourself, be confident in who you are. You are not, you don't need to be shy about being who you are. You are good the way you are. That's what angels just said. Okay. Okay. So this was the message. Hope it helps. Okay. Bye. Should you stay or move on? Pile number 3. So if you have not watched the introduction, go check out the other video. It is mentioned. The link is mentioned in the description. Just a little disclaimer, I am not going to share with you whether you should stay or move on. But what I'm going to do is tell you what is the your specific person's feelings or thoughts, or what could be the possible future based on their current energy. It's up to you to decide whether you want to stay or move on. And if at all you decide to stay for this person, I am in no way, shape, or form encouraging you to stay in a passive way. What does that mean? That you're staying for them, you're not dating, you're not going around, you're not doing what makes you have fun. You're not enjoying your life. I don't want you to do that. On the contrary, even if you stay for this person and if your heart says that, you know what, I want to go out in the dating world once again, you know what, I want to hang out with my friends, I want to enjoy my life the fullest. And yes, I decided that, yes, I'm the type of a person who go on the for example, dinner with my partner, but still this time I would like to go alone, just because I love my company. And, in other words, don't wait for your partner to come around and then enjoy your life. Enjoy your life right now as it is, okay? Oh my God. So, both of the times, I don't know whether you have noticed this, but both of the times, whenever I was shuffling, the cards lover was popping up. So I'm not sure what's the deal over here. But both of the piles, pile number one and pile number two, were both very, very strong energetically and almost made me feel that it was like a soul relationship. This might be the same case for you guys, which is pile number three. As I'm saying this, as I cut this card, this is Six of Cups, which is again, this also feels like a soul relationship. So, one thing I want to share with you, I don't know, I have not shared it with pile number one or pile number two, so you guys are the one who would be listening to it. What I want to share with you is our heart knows what is best for us. um, we might not know completely why we feel what we feel, why do we like the person who we like, or why do we feel like waiting for the person who has not contacted us for say like 5 to 6 years. But still there's something in us that tells us that this feels right, this feels like we belong with each other, and this feels like this is everything. Just trust that little person's voice in your head. Okay. For some of you, I want to recommend you to watch the video that I have made on the channel, EasyyTarott, which is this is my second channel, of course. um, it is just a 2 minutes video about the specific person and the attitude you can have towards the specific person. Okay, in the bottom of the deck we have I love you, and I'm not sure why didn't this come out, why didn't this pop out. And again in the bottom of the deck it is I love you. I have written this. Ooh. Oh, it did pop out. Okay. Sometimes I do wait for the cards to pop out because it becomes like a double confirmation that this is supposed to be here. Okay, let me get. Oh, thank you. Thank you is over here. So somebody is grateful for having the experience to be with you. Someone is grateful to be with you. Or maybe you are grateful to have met this person. Take however it resonates. Something tells me that there are some more cards that needs to come out. Let me shuffle the cards, and then the first cards we'll take from the tarot would be what are your personalities, your personality and your specific person's personality. This way you'd know that this is the right pile for you, right? Okay. This is also this also. Okay, so there's this channel song that is coming in my head. I'm going to marry her anyways. Rude. Okay, Rude is the song's name. So maybe some of you have this type of issue where you both know that you both want to marry to each other, but then there's no permission from the parents' side. I'm not sure, but that's the vibe that I'm getting. So, mom and dad, this is my love. This is also the message I received, which is like like they or you want to share it with your parents, as in this is your love, and then there's this nervousness around expressing these feelings to your parents because someone is so sure that your parents might deny your or theirs. Okay, so I'm not you know better whose energy is this. Okay, and if it doesn't resonate with both of you, this might be for someone else, so take however it resonates. You're different, so and that's why they love you. Okay, he cheerleader, so they feel that you are their backbone, you help them, you cheer them up, and then you motivate them to be a better man or better woman. That's the energy I've received right now. We understand each other, so you both have great understanding of each other, especially in terms of humor. Maybe you both might be into you know maybe dark humor or sarcasm or anything like that, but humor is one of the things that you both connect with each other with. So there you go. Let's take a few more cards. Just a moment, please. These are the cards that I've made for the physical appearance, so it might resonate with some of you, as in you would be able to better understand that this is like your pile. If you want to watch pile number two, maybe this is the right time. Maybe not now, but after watching this pile, you can also watch pile number two. Or maybe if you felt like, watching pile number two is the right thing for you, this is the message. So certain things are coming. Oh, certain things are, you know, coming in the reverse, whereas I have not kept any reversal cards over here. So I'm going to take that as a sign from the universe that they are supposed to be in reverse. In the bottom of the deck, we have baggy clothes, and for some reason, I have a vision which is of sweatshirt or sweater or something. So maybe that will resonate with some of you. Um, so I hope you can see the cards over here. If you cannot, I'll just help you guys. So someone or both of you are shy and not confident about this situation. um, you both either might be hairy, or one person is very hairy and other person is not, and that's the reason that one in one card there is hairy and then the other is mustache in reverse. So maybe some people have beard and then no mustache, or some people just doesn't have a lot of hair. But or they might have a lot of body hair but then they don't have mustache, so that could also be the case. Some of you might be wearing specs occasionally, or maybe your person does. Some of you either have tattoo and then the other person do not have the tattoo. But what I'm sensing from here is some one of you is just opposed to the idea of tattoo. They do not believe that tattoo is good for them, for the skin or something. I don't know, scientifically or different reasons, I'm not sure, but that's what it portrays to me. Tattoo in reverse. All in all, you both find each other very attractive, very hot, and you both like can't wait to date each other, right? Okay. So from traditional tarot, we'll pull the first two cards. Okay, wonderful. Okay, so these are the cards that represents your personality and your person's personality. So first card is represented by the Hermit, and the second one is by Four of Swords. So sorry, Four of Wands. I had to take some of these cards to eat healthy, self care. I'm not sure who these advices are for, but this is the advice for someone of you. Okay, so take. I have a feeling that those of you who are the viewers, this might be the advice for you, 80%. But if you by default are in contact with this person or come in contact with this person, just if they tell you that they have some problems or anything like that, you can also pitch this advice to them because sometimes it happens in my tarot that the advice actually goes to the other person, whoever you want the reading for. And in the bottom of the deck we have face self. So the advice is very simple, is face your past, as in what has hurt you and what was there in the past and all that stuff. And also not like um, rethink about this all in all over again, because I have a feeling that some of you are rethinking all these stuff, but then it's not going anywhere. On the contrary, just do self reflection, as in ask yourself the questions, as in why am I stuck in the past, and what do I think hurts the most. And even in the process, if you feel like crying, let it out, because that's detoxifying. What is happening is all the things that were clogged in your heart, it's just leaving out your body, and that's a good sign. Okay, so just let it go. If you feel angry, if you feel frustrated, if you feel like, sad or feel like crying, let it go. Okay, um, so just face yourself, as in, like, what do you think about yourself? Why do you think that why do you think it feels heavy when you think about the past and all that stuff? And once you do that, try to come closer to the closure. Closer and closer. But yeah, the main motive why we are going back in the past and thinking about it, not to hurt ourselves, but to completely get rid of the past itself. Okay, so even if the past is with this person, you don't have to carry that baggage in the present moment or in the future whatsoever. You can let go of it by your own, you can cleanse yourself, you can have a peaceful life. And once you come in the reunion, naturally the relationship would be smooth, and it would feel good to be in relationship, it would feel right to be in relationship, because the past is now gone from your head, from your heart. There's nothing left right now. Okay, so closure is important. And also self-care, as in, like, whatever has hurt me, I'm being compassionate to myself, so much so that I am now healed. Okay, so that's the motive over here. And other than that, we have eat healthy. For some of you, might be someone who is not able to eat nicely, or um, I don't know. This song, okay. If you have any medical condition which is not letting you eat properly, try to consult a doctor, go to the medical professionals, they would help you. But eating healthy is important for you. um yeah. And other than that, if you're not able to eat at all, or you know if you're thinking, even if you're thinking that you have to be slim or something like that, therefore you don't have to eat or something, do not do that. Eating is for It's not about whether we have to be slim or not. Try to take another route for being slim, as in, for example, um, exercises and all that stuff. But don't compromise on your food, because food ultimately is for survival. It helps us to gain energy. It's not about only fats, you know. Okay, so that being said, also consult a medical professional for that. But let's move on. Let's move on to what is your personality. One person is kind of aloof, and if this were a twin flame journey, which is like there's 1111 over here, which kind of gives an idea that this might be a twin flame journey as well. If it's not, it's okay, no problem. But if this would be a twin flame journey, I would feel that the Four of Wands person is the one who is trying to chase the Hermit, but then the Hermit is the one who's trying to run away. But the Hermit is not running away because they are afraid of this relationship. But on the contrary, they need to do a little bit of self work, self healing. Maybe both of you are runners, maybe both of you are chasers, maybe both of you are doing the self healing at the same time. It's okay, it's perfectly fine. But the hermit is kind of right now, they are questioning everything, their belief system, their, um, you know, it feels like this relationship might have shaken them up, you know. The reason is they might have felt that this is not my type, or this has come in the wrong time. It doesn't help my schedule, it doesn't help my goals or anything like that, and now they are trying to sort it out in their head, as in what they what is their priority, what do they want, and all that stuff. So that's what the hermit is doing. Now they are kind of in a deep thinking mode, if I'd say. Okay. On the contrary, what is the Four of Wands doing? Okay, Four of Wands is kind of open. They are welcoming with open arms the Hermit. They are not just welcoming the Hermit. Some of the Four of Wands over here are specifically eight of you guys are. I don't know why, but eight number was very important. My angel said eight. Maybe it represents some of yours birthday, life path number, or whatever. If it doesn't, then eight of you are kind of open to your life in itself. It almost feels like you were the chaser, and it feels like you have done the self work, and you feel very confident within yourself. You feel that you understand yourself very deeply. You feel that you are on the same page as in who you are, and um, you're not worried about the consequences, or um, you're not worried whether this relationship will come into fruition or not. You are just happily living your life. You are open to everyone that are willing to come into your life, willing to give you what you need, what you deserve, or you have. When I say willing to give you what you need, what you deserve, I'm not saying anything that is related to selfishness. Okay, so this is understanding of the self-worth. Okay, that's the energy. It's not about selfishness. Someone was thinking like that, but it's not. Okay, so there's this maybe lump in the throat, or oh my god, I'm sensing some of you might have had stomach issues, or something related to heart or chest area. But yeah, in the middle part of your body, from the stomach to the chest, you've had some issues. Maybe you have had some type of cancer, and then you have treated that. I'm sorry to say this message. I should have given you the warning before. Um, but yeah, that's one of the messages I received. Hmm. Other than that, the overall attitude of Four of Wands is they are just enjoying their life. They are living in the present, or they are fearless about future. They are also um, they might have also done some hair makeover. I don't know. I just sensed that. Um, I just sensed the haircut, which is like bangs type of hair. So maybe they have done that. Yeah, they are just vibing with their life. They have aligned with their life, I'd say. Okay. Let's move on to what is the person. What are you thinking about each other, right? This person thinking about what is the wands four of wands person thinking about the hermit. Oh man. Okay. So right off the bat, we have king of wands, but also this is what is an important card for me, which is Nine of Pentacles. Okay. Let me just shuffle these cards once more and then we'll start to pull out the cards. Okay. Mm, what does the Four of Wands think about the Hermit? What does the Four of Wands think about the Hermit? Mm, okay. Bottom of the deck energy is very important over here, which is Three of Wands and also the Tower. Okay, so we'll keep both of these over here. Oh, okay. So, if at all the hermit was missing the Four of Wands, I don't know who of you are hermit, who of you are Four of Wands, but if you are hermit, this is the message for you. Um, if the hermit was missing the Four of Wands and then waiting for them to message Four of Wands, message the hermit, then they are not going to message, not because they do not love you anymore, anything like that. They understand, yeah, they understand that you need a little bit of privacy. Okay. They were hurt in the past because of how things ended. Okay, with the Three of Sword and the Tower over here, and frankly they are still hurt a little bit whenever they think about this whole scenario. But they understand that you need your time, you need your space, and that's why they would not message you, because any which ways you might get defensive and all that. Maybe you have gotten defensive in the past. I'm talking to the hermit over here. Okay. Yeah. They have moved on. Okay, they have moved on from the pain, from the shock that they have received about um, you know the sudden breakup, you know and the sudden news that they were like shocked and sad, and then now they have moved on from it completely. That's what angels wanted to say. Okay. So if I say the message from the Four of Wands to the Hermit, it would be like, Dear Hermit, I know you're doing great in your career and I'm so proud of you. Sometimes I wish to contact you and be with you and talk to you and then talk about the future, like what the future holds for us. But I also understand that you are doing so much better and so much good in your own, and I don't want to disturb you. I understand that you are capable of doing everything alone, and also that you need some time to yourself. I completely do not understand that why do you want the time for yourself, but I understand that you need to be alone right now. and I am giving you what you need. I'm helping you with what you need, even if it it feels like my heart is heavy to give you what you need. But I also love you so much, so why wouldn't I give you the things you need? Whether it be privacy, whether it be distance, whatever that is. I'm a little bit happy to see you shining on your own, and a little bit sad that we are not together. We are alone. But yeah, I won't text you again. I promised you that I would not talk to you again, and I'm keeping my promise. I don't want you to be defensive. I don't want you to be off track with your career or your life. Just carry on. Just go on. Don't worry about me. Yours only. Four of Wands. That was a message from Four of Wands. It took me a little time to, because when I was seeing this message, which is Nine of Pentacles, it felt like they understand you completely. But then, if you are Four of Wands, then why the Hermit is alone is to do a little bit of self reflection. Everyone needs that time, and it's okay. It's totally normal, totally perfect. Okay. Some of you might be also, devotees of Ram. If not, Ram is Ram, Sita, and Lakshman are kind of channeling through right now. Hmm. Usually, I say that whenever I channel Ram, I say that someone is a family person, but right now it doesn't feel like that's the priority message. It might be true, okay? It doesn't feel like the priority because it's not about being with family is not very important to the hermit right now. What is important is to think and sort things out. Whenever, for example, whenever we are having fights between the head and the heart, what do? We stop contacting the outside world. We think for ourselves, like what do we want and all that stuff. We don't even say to others what we are planning and all, right? That's the exact thing the hermit is going through. For all the Four of Wands over here who needed to hear that. Okay. There were kind of two channel songs. One is, I don't remember the song's name, but I remember the lyrics. Hey girl, you might not remember me, and I've been looking so. Oh my god, what is happening to my voice? Um, you might not remember me. I've been looking through some memories, and I found your number in my cell phone from the message in 2016. Yeah, 2016 is the song's name. There's Queen of Wands over here. There is King of Wands over here. It's like there's some connection between you both, but you both see each other as queens and kings. You both give each other the priority that you need, or the importance that you both need. And I am not the kind of a person who believes that keeping the other person in the pedestal is bad. On the contrary, in order to have a healthy relationship, we need to give importance to others as well, and also to ourselves, right? That there's a balanced approach, not like, oh, only you are important, oh, only I am important. Nothing like that. Like, I am important, you are also important, we both are on the same level, something like that. um and the second song was Carry On My Wayward Son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary head to rest. Don't you cry no more. Oh my god, I love that song so much. Let's move on to what the hermit thinks about the Four of Wands. The Four of, oh, sorry, the hermit is kind of a lot more hurt than the Four of Wands. And in the bottom of the deck, there is like Page of Cups over here, which is very important. I'll let you know why. The Lovers was almost flipped out, but then it didn't come out. And then the Ten of Pentacles is also in the bottom of the deck. It didn't come out. So it's saying a lot. Kind of like they are not ready a little bit. King of Wands again. Wonderful. So this might be the relationship, you know, um, gays or lesbian is also coming over here, which is like so cool because it's like such a confirmation, King of Wands and King of Wands. Okay, that's it. There were like two cards that wanted to come out. They both did come out. Whew. Okay. Something tells me to take these cards as well. Oh, this is Ten of Pentacles. Okay. And the Ace of Swords. Fine. In the near future, these are the two things that will happen in the hermit's life. The near future of Four of Wands is not over here. Reason is very simple that they are leading their life. That means there is nothing called prediction. It's about their creation. Whatever they will create in their life, that will happen. Um, on the contrary, for the hermit, it's kind of like what will happen is kind of laid out as per their energy. So we'll see what is this. Low key, they want you to message them. Some of you is saying like say it in a message form. Just a moment, okay? Huh. Low key, they want you to message them, and they are still hurt about whatever has happened in between you both. And I'm not sure what has happened between you both, but it kind of left them. It made them feel like they were left in the cold. It made them feel like they were not, you know, given what they needed. Guys, if you do come in a reunion, right, do talk it out about what is your love language, because sometimes whenever our love language is not delivered, we feel that we are being left alone, we feel that we are not being loved and all that stuff. So that's one of the feelings I'm receiving, because as per the Four of Wands, they are giving the hermit what they need, um, and as per the hermit, they are not receiving what they need, right? This is what I feel is the issue. But any which ways, have an open and honest conversation that will help you. Okay. I'll take the advice for both of you in the end. Don't worry about that. But let's move on for now. We have the Empress, Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. This almost looks like the future to me. That, you know, the sun will rise again. They will find some sort of hope, some sort of help from someone else, most probably, and then that will give them enough motivation to move forward. They will move forward, and this would be like a good memory in their head, and then a new beginning will start in their life. They low key wanted a conversation with you, but they are not. I don't believe that they are ready to be in contact with you, to be very frank. It's not that, like, if you are the hermit and you are thinking that you want to contact, thinking and wishing is a different thing versus being ready is a different thing. With having so much of hurt in your heart, naturally you are not ready for the conversation. You know what I mean? Like, if I am hurt because of someone, I need to heal first, and then I can even talk to that person. Even if I want to, there would be a part of me that would just hold me back, like, no, don't talk to that person. That will just hurt a lot. That's it. Okay. Hmm. Okay. When Four of Wands is saying the career of the Hermit, okay, then the Hermit is seeing the social media of the Four of Wands. Maybe your job is in the social media or something. I don't know. But the social media is what they see. Your smile is what they see. And that kind of motivates the Hermit a little bit. Okay. Let's say it in the message form. But this message is from their future self because these things are happening in their future. Okay. So, like these, the Empress, the Knight of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and the Ace of Sword is happening in the future. Okay, just a moment. I have channeled one more channel song, which is Zalima. Um, yeah, a Shah Rukh Khan song. If you do not know the meaning of the song, it is saying that you are kind of torturing me by, you know, not giving me you, that type of a song. Okay. So if the hermit says anything as a message for the Four of Wands, it would be like this. Dear Four of Wands, I see you in that dress, in that attire, sitting there, or in the social media, and with that smile. Believe it or not, that smile makes my day and it gives me motivation to even move forward. You know, I'm still hurt about what has happened in the past, and I feel like there's no love anymore. It feels like it's draining me. It feels like, in terms of love, I'm poor. I don't know what to do with that. And it feels like I'm so alone. Loki, I want a conversation with you right now. I do. Like, I want to be honest with you from my heart. But something stops me. Like, I see you all dressed up and smiling so bright that I don't know. It's just something that makes me feel not to talk to you. Like, as if I'm saying to myself that you are happy, why should I bother you anymore? You have moved on clearly, why should I bother you anymore? But don't worry, in the near future, I'll, create some things in my life. I have a helping hand for this one, maybe from angels, maybe my soulmates, or maybe someone is going to, spirit animals, or someone is going to help me. But I'm going to be creative. It feels like someone is there behind it, or maybe universe is there behind it. And then I just have this lump sum of motivation to go ahead and do everything I need to. And for the first time, I can look back to us. I can see whatever we have been through. And for the first time, it wouldn't hurt. And when I see everything clearly, I'll move on 100%. Yes, sure, the incidences that has happened in our life will change me as a person. And it has changed me as a person. And it will still be like an important memory in my life. I'll take that memories, I'll take you in my heart, and then I'll move on. Yours truly. The Hermit. Okay. While I was doing this message type of reading, I had one more message. Okay. The thing is, either these could be their possible future, or these could be their imagination of what will happen in the future. Like, sometimes we predict, right, what will happen in the future. Oh, there's no other way around. We cannot be together. We have to be single only, or else we have to be away from each other. That's the only way, and all that stuff. So that might be the case. Okay. So that's why, I don't know. That's one of the things that I see from here. And they do not completely forget you ever, even if this is the future. It feels like, sorry, it feels like this is their past and this is their new beginning. So it's as if that they are carrying the past as in you in their heart and then still moving on. That's what it feels like. Mhm. Almost like a goosebumps moment. Um, let's see, just a moment. What is the advice for Four of Wands? Mm-hmm. Okay. Advice for Four of Wands is to accept the pain for what it is. Okay. Do not try to push it down. Do not try to convince yourself that it was not big of a deal. You don't have to cry or something like that. You can accept it for what it is. Okay. Don't be in denial. You know the five stages of, moving on, I guess, five stages of grief. So, first one is denial, then anger. I don't know. So there are five stages: denial, anger, bargaining. Um, what is the fourth one? It's depression and then acceptance. So maybe you are kind of in a bargaining stage, or maybe you are in a denial stage. Whatever that is, accept the pain for what it is. That's what angels are trying to help you with. There are some more messages from here, which is, yes, everything has a good and a bad side. There's nothing that is only good, there's nothing that is only bad. That's what angels are saying to you. Okay. Hmm. I hear the channel song again, which is Carry On. So I don't know, maybe Four of Wands is someone who resonates with it. As for the advice for the hermit, angels are saying, don't let your pain out right now, but also don't think about your pain right now. This is not the time that you can, you know, um, think about the pain or process the pain or anything anything like that right now, because ultimately what is happening, it's becoming a pattern to think and rethink and all that stuff. Take a break. Okay. Like, distract yourself, take a break, and when the right time comes, then work with self compassion. That is so important. Self compassion is going to help you a lot in this process. Hmm. I don't think I can explain it any other ways. Hmm. That's it. If you didn't understand your message as in what is self compassion, I'm sure you would understand what is self compassion. It's like, you know, whenever I'm hurt, um, allowing myself to grieve, something like that. Um, but if you do not, you can always connect with medical professionals, because they are someone who has done the education of 7 years and so, and then now they are counselors. I'm talking about counselors, therapists, and all that. You can always take their help, and then they would help you a lot. Okay. Especially when it comes to certain relations, right? Certain um some relations are very heavy, I'd say. Like, we completely get confused no matter what we see on the internet about soulmates, twin flame, or anything specific person, blah blah blah. But still, it's something that we cannot do it alone. We cannot process it alone. So if you need any type of help, you can always 100% contact the therapist. They would help you. Okay, it's not a shy thing to go for the therapist for something like relationship. And trust me when I say this, most like, I don't know, I think this is my belief, I don't know, but most of the pains that occur in our life, or what therapists have seen, is rooting from the romance sector, which is like love sector. So there's nothing to be worried about, nothing to be ashamed for. This is totally normal, totally okay. It's okay to be who you are. Okay. Okay. So this was the messages for pile number 3. I believe one of you or some of you is asking for the personal reading. This is, I don't know, my angel said that you need a personal reading. The email ID is in the description. You can contact me there. Okay. Hope it helps. Bye.